Hey guys, what is up? It is me, your girl Mariah Vittel, and welcome back to my channel. That feels so weird saying because I have not said that in the longest. I was looking at how long it's been since I posted on YouTube, and I thought it was like, oh yeah, it's been like 2 years. No, it's been 4 years. That is absolutely insane. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous right now, but I'm really excited to come on here and talk to you guys about what has happened since the last time I posted. In order to talk about where I am right now, we have to take it all the way back, y'all, to 2021, 4 years ago. It's a photo shoot day. Hey y'all, what's up? It is me, your girl Mariah Vittel, and welcome back to my channel.
I love this. This is my speed right here.
My mom was like, it's see-through. I was like, dang, that's the style. I have all my orders packaged up. I have the order that I'm shipping off to New Zealand, and then I have my 2 pickup orders. These are all the items that are going to be shipped out. Y'all loving the jeans? The pants?
I need it today.
Oh, Kelsey says she needs it. I came up with a brand name, Hot Headed, just to say F you to society. I'm gonna be who the freak I wanna be, whether you like it or you don't. I'm excited. Y'all excited? Hey! But at the end of the day, you're a new business owner. You're gonna have to go through trial and error. Everything is not gonna be perfect. You're gonna lose some, you're gonna win some, and that's just the name of the game. If you wanna be an entrepreneur, you have to realize there's gonna be highs and there's damn sure gonna be lows, okay? So you are now an entrepreneur, okay? We got our first order, guys. Somebody bought 4 items. Let's go! H-A-U-T-E, not H-O-T, okay? I was working in content creation full-time, doing mentoring, graphic designer, and then I was also running my business, Hot Headed. You guys were following me along my journey as I had launched my business, and then you were watching me grow. Honestly, I can never live that era of me down. That was one of my favorite times, honestly, so far in life. Being able to start a business, go all in on something, and then see so much support come from it. So Hot Headed was everything. You know, the vibes was middle fingers up. We're the trendsetters. Y'all know what Hot Headed gave. Like, that was such a good time. In front of the camera, you guys saw me running a business, having fun with it, sharing it with you guys. But behind the scenes, there was so much going on. I was really growing closer to God. Like, I talked about him a little bit in some of my videos here and there, but honestly, guys, I was going deeper in my faith and so much was changing. As I was changing, I didn't allow my brand to change with me. I didn't know how to show up. So instead of pivoting, I just kind of closed myself off. That's when I disappeared. I got scared, guys. Let me get into how disobedience and fear literally dries everything up, okay? I can remember all the way back when it was time for me to launch a new collection. It was time for me to add new products to the store and stuff like that. I remember going into my YouTube fund. I took out like 2.3K from YouTube, and I decided to get more inventory for my clothing boutique. Honestly, just for it to flop. Like, if we're gonna talk about this, y'all, we're gonna talk about it. You guys were asking me to do so many new things. Like, you guys were telling me you need to put out courses, more people wanted coaching, and I got overwhelmed. Disobedience and also fear led to God drying up everything. Looking back on it, like, I can kind of like laugh about it now because I've like learned from all the lessons and like have healed from everything now. Looking back, God literally asked me for his yes, and I told him, no, not right now. I'm not ready. Instead of launching more clothes and then also going deeper with my audience and making it not so business related, everything dried up. Girl, dry, honey. But I was still doing coaching calls, I believe, at that time, and that's where I honestly fell in love. When I was doing coaching calls with women, I wasn't just talking to them about business. I was talking to them about real life. I was talking to them about God, and we were connecting on different levels that I now was able to speak to. I think that's when God was giving me a glimpse of my future and a glimpse of what he wanted me to do with my channel, with my life, like in general, being able to show up as this vessel, essentially like a billboard for him. So because I was sitting passenger seat with fear, just allowing him to drive off the cliff, girl, all my hopes, dreams, wonders in the world, girl, I had to come to the decision of I wanted to go all in on YouTube or if I wanted to go get a job. You guys already know what I chose at this point. I was like, I'm just gonna go back to work. I'm gonna get a job. That leads me to what I call the pit stop. So the pit stop for me was somewhere where you're not where you used to be, but you're not where you're meant to go yet. That's where I ended up being a manager in retail for a clothing store. What was supposed to be 6 months for me to go in, get money for my brand, and then leave so I could put that money back into my business ended up being 2 years. Literally, it's crazy how you will write the plans, but God orders your steps. He decided to use that place as a time for me to learn. I learned more about myself. I learned more about business. I learned a lot about people. I remember always going into that job and saying to God, like, Jesus, reveal to me the good, the bad, and the ugly of myself. Like, I need to learn who I am in this season. If I was gonna go into this job, I knew that I had to come out learning something. And I think he said to me, like, if you're not ready, that's fine. Let me use you in another way. Instead, he decided to use me as a light in the room. Everywhere you show up, I need you to be a light. Anytime you open your mouth, I need you to represent me. I need you to be a billboard for me. If you're not ready to say yes over here, then I need you to say yes in this part of your life then. Being around so many young adults, people with so much vision. They were college students and high school students, and obviously they're working a regular job. They don't really want to be there. I wanted to make sure that if they spoke to me, like, they felt God through me. I believe I represented him well, but during that, I think he also taught me a lot about the things that I needed to work on, like unbelief, people pleasing, and different stuff like that. Though I was like a vessel for God, when I spoke, I shelled up a lot and didn't show a lot of myself. I feel like during that time, I was really learning who I was as a person, as a new person in Christ. During that time, I got baptized, like I got saved. I didn't tell anybody. I came in, I think, to work the next day, didn't tell anybody I was saved. I was just like, you know, we're still on a mission here. Let's just get it done. But though God was sending me on a mission there, he had never allowed me to get too comfortable. I always knew there's something more for me. For a while, I fought it down because when you are finally ready, that does not mean God's ready for you to go. Hence why 6 months turned into 2 years. When I was finally ready, God was like, oh no, not yet. Like, you know, I'm still working some things out. And during that time, God had revealed Texas to me. That leads me to where I am now. And I'm in Dallas, freaking Texas. What? I still can't believe it. So for me, Dallas was never in the question. Texas in general was never a thought on my mind. I've always been someone into fashion, so naturally I was like, oh, I'm gonna move to New York or California. No, that wasn't what the Lord had in mind. People will ask me, well, why Texas? I'm like, honestly, I don't know. Most people around you want to hear an explanation, and they want to hear an explanation that you don't have. When you're walking in faith, when you're taking one step after the other, you can't explain it. I feel like God took me away from my surroundings in order for me to really get centered in him, to really hear his voice versus hearing outside noise. I didn't move to Texas because of a job. I didn't move to Texas because I knew someone here. I didn't move to Texas for a relationship. I moved to Texas because I felt called to move to Texas. The Bible says God will take you from your parents' home and he will bring you to a place that he will show you. And literally, that's exactly what he did. When I think of Texas, I'm like, wow, this is what God has for me. That's what I think the exciting thing about walking in faith is. No eyes have seen, no ears have heard, no human mind can conceive what God has for you. I've been here for about a year now, and I'm like, I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice and decide not to document this. I grew so much in my last season. If I had documented me working as a manager, showing you guys the things that I was doing there, I think it would have been completely different. So I need to show up this time for myself, for my audience, for God. What is next? I'm gonna be showing up on TikTok, and I decided to make a series called Off Script. Off Script is basically just me showing the journey of me moving to Texas, living out loud and showing people what life can look like when you give God your yes, what life can look like when you decide to go all in on your dreams, not know the next steps, but still decide to walk forth anyway. I'm really excited, guys. I'm so nervous. I love you guys so much. Talk to me in the comments, yo. What you got going on? What are you doing right now? Like, I literally have some names in my head that I remember. In the comments, I'm like, oh my God, I wonder what that person is doing now. I miss you guys so much. And I know naturally that my community is going to change. I'm still going to be talking about fashion, entrepreneurship, business, because if you thought High Hit was the only business that I had in my mind, oh, okay, we about to go all in. Food, health, self-discovery, like that is literally what I want to change this channel into, and I want to see like who's gonna come along the journey with me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. If I came up nervous on this video, see me in the next one because I'm trying to get back used to this camera. So yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.